Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares, and today I want to do a review for you for the limited comic book series of Adam Green's Hatchet. Now, earlier in the week, I did a review for The Howling, Revenge of the Werewolf Queen, and in that review, I said that I would do a review on Hatchet, which I'm also getting at the time, if anyone requested it. Well, big shout out to Salted Earth Productions. They requested me that I do a review. Sorry, I'm a little under the weather still. They requested that I do a review of Hatchet. So here it is. Now what I'm going to do is show the covers that I have, take you through a couple of the pages. Unfortunately, I can't show you a lot of it, as this comic book is definitely for adults, but at least you'll know what you're kind of getting into if you decide to purchase it. So, here we go. This is Hatchet 0. Now, The Howling Revenge of the Werewolf Queen was a 1 through 4 series. This was done 0 through 3, and I'll explain that a little bit later. This is Hatchet number 1. This is Hatchet number 2. And this is Hatchet number 3. I wasn't sure if this was a limited series or a ongoing series, but I just got number 3 from my comic book shop the other day, and that was the end of the story. Now, the group that does this I'm unfamiliar with. It's American Mythology Productions. This is a first-time purchase from this company. I didn't really do any research, I'm sorry, on the actual company itself, but I knew that they have other titles. The way they're kind of doing it is the first part of the book is Hatchet, and then they have like in a 2 or 3 page teaser of another comic that they're doing, which unfortunately I can't show you because there's a lot of nudity involved. This comic is definitely for adults, as I've said. You know, there is nudity, violence, foul language, so I have to be careful what pictures I show so I don't get booted off of YouTube. So, I'm going to grab you, and we're going to get started with story time. Alright. Now this is Hatchet 0, and I said I was going to explain why they did it this way. Hatchet 0 is basically a retelling of the very first Hatchet. So, skip to a few pages. And this is told from the perspective of Jack Cracker. I don't know if you remember, but he's the guy in the boat that drinks his own pee. So, pretty interesting perspective, I guess. This goes into his history. Like I said, I have to be real careful of what I show. This is basically, 0 is a retelling, so. And this, the last page, which I have to cover this one, is the other Hatchet covers for 0. Sorry for the shaky cam, guys. Alright. Let's get to Hatchet 1, where we start our story. Now, in my opinion, the illustrations are okay. I have definitely seen better, and I've seen worse. But let's see. There's some good gore and violence there. I tried to do this review several times and I kept switching to pages that I wasn't allowed to post by accident, which is why I have these sticky tabs on my comic book. Hopefully it doesn't damage it. But you guys are worth it. I'll definitely say that. Again, a big shout out to Salted Earth Productions for requesting that I do this review. These are the other covers for Hatchet #1. And let's get going with Hatchet #2. At least if you... Oh, didn't mean for that to happen. At least if you guys... look at some of the illustrations and stuff like that. At least you know what you're getting yourself into if you decide to buy it. I don't know if they're available through the company, but I'm sure you can go to your comic book shop and purchase the graphic novel, which usually they have a cover gallery, some more good gore. And as I said, 1, 2, and 3 gets to the original story, which is a group of kids want to make a movie called Hatchet Face. Now, I guess this is in a world where, and here's the covers for Hatchet #2. I guess this is in the world where the Hatchet movie doesn't exist, and it's basically a urban legend, I guess. So they go to Dr. Voodoo, I think his name is, and they commission a boat out into the swamp, and they pay his son to take them to the to around where Victor Crowley lives. Can you show that page? Let's see. Sorry for the shaky cam, guys. And they get picked off one by one, of course, in Hatchet fashion. And there's also a guy out there who's hunting Victor Crowley. So, but there's some really good gore in this comic book. The illustrations are okay. I mean, they're not terrible, but it's actually not a bad comic book. I'm kind of surprised, and I hope this company does more titles like this. And this is the Hatchet, sorry about that. This is the Hatchet issue 3 alternate covers. So, but I'm going to give this comic book a 6.5. I think the illustrations could have been a little bit better. The story was okay. It didn't seem like they took a whole lot of time messing around with the story. As I said, they were making a movie called Hatchet Face Lives, and they basically stole the urban legend from, what happened in the Louisiana swamp. But I think 6.5 is fair. I liked it. I'll probably read it again someday. And if you guys are interested, it's a, let's see, American Mythology Productions. You can pick up your Hatchet set. So, if you like what you've heard, subscribe, leave some comments about the review. If there's anything you want to see, I have Jeepers Creepers coming up. I think it comes out next month or the month after, and I'll definitely do a review for that, and I'll keep doing the reviews for Pumpkinhead. So until next time, guys, peace.